Evolution of industrial legislation in India. The development of industrial legislation in India has been a long and complex journey shaped by historical, social, and economic factors. Here's a brief overview. Early beginnings, pre-independence. 1850s, the first labor laws emerged in response to the exploitation of child labor with the Apprentice Act, 1850. 1878, the Indian Factories Act, 1878 regulated working hours, safety standards, and child labor in factories. 1929, the Trade Disputes Act, 1929 introduced a framework for resolving industrial disputes through conciliation and arbitration. 1930s, individual states enacted their own labor laws, such as the Bombay Trade Disputes and Conciliation Act, 1934, and the Bombay Industrial Disputes Act, 1938. Post-independence. 1947, the Industrial Disputes Act, 1947 consolidated and expanded existing labor laws, creating a comprehensive framework for industrial relations. 1948, the Employees State Insurance Act, 1948 provided medical care and cash benefits to industrial workers. 1952, the Employees Provident Fund and Miscellaneous Provisions Act, 1952 established a provident fund scheme for retirement benefits. 1970s and 1980s, several laws were passed to improve working conditions, including the Equal Remuneration Act, 1976, the Minimum Wages Act, 1948, and the Contract Labor, Regulation and Abolition Act, 1970. Recent developments. 1990s present, liberalization and globalization have led to the introduction of new laws and reforms, such as the Industrial Disputes Amendment Act, 2005, which made it easier for employers to retrench workers. 2016 present, the government has been implementing reforms to simplify labor laws and improve ease of doing business, including the introduction of 4 labor codes in 2020. Key drivers of evolution. Colonial legacy. Early legislation was primarily concerned with regulating working conditions and resolving industrial disputes. Post-independence concerns. The focus shifted to promoting economic development and social justice, leading to the expansion of social security and welfare measures. Globalization and economic reforms. Recent changes aim to improve competitiveness and attract investment. Challenges. Implementation and enforcement of laws remain a concern. Informal sector workers are not well protected by existing legislation. Balancing the needs of employers and employees continues to be a challenge. Future directions. Further simplification and modernization of labor laws are likely. More focus on social security and welfare measures for informal sector workers is expected. Balancing labor rights with the needs of a rapidly changing economy will remain a key challenge.